This is Ice Cream Gecko, and in today's video we're going to take a look at a mix of cereals. We've got three different ones. We have the Nestle Nesquik cereals, and we have the Lion Caramel and Chocolate cereals, and we also have the Cini Minis cereals right here. Three of them on this side, three of them on the other. That's why a number 6 is down here. Now I took a look at some cereal mix quite a while ago, but it has been a while since, and today we have a different set of cereals right here to take a close look at. Anything else here? No. We're going to take each of these out of the packaging now and take a quick look at each individual one of them. If I manage to open up this package right here. I always like these mixes of different cereals because usually I don't really try these at all. And when you've got like three different ones in one package and you get one of these on sale, then yeah, it really is a nice way of trying out a few different new things. So these are the different ones here, the different flavors I assume that we have today. On the box here, pause if you want to read that, pause if you want to read that. Is it in focus? I'm not quite sure. Now it is in focus. Pause if you want to read that. Twist the monitor or twist the phone depending on what you are watching this on, and pause if you want to read the nutritional table, the vitamin table and the ingredients list right here. I'm going to do the same thing for the Lion cereals. I don't think I ever had these before. I had the knockoff products definitely, and the real one, yeah, I don't really think so. And I think this side we didn't have as of right now. Okay, let's go for the third one. I did have the fake version of these from Lidl and Aldi quite a few times as a child, but I do not remember having the real deal ones. That's always a thing that I have the pleasure of experiencing now. The actual brand products that all of the like knockoff products have been, have been copied off of. Very interesting indeed. So I'll get rid of the rest of the packages right here, and we're going to go right into the close-up shots of these individual products. Alright, I'm back at the desk. We're going to start with the Nesquik ones. So let's open up this little package right here. Cute little cereal boxes. Individually packaged. Looks quite standard, I guess. Let's take a favorite little cereal bowl and empty out a bit of this package into it. If I can get this opened up, I guess this is what it's gonna be like. Oh my lord. There we go. I think this is enough for now. We've got three different ones to go through. Looks wise, they look alright. Nothing to complain about really. They are dark in color. They've got like different shades here. See that quite well. Yeah, it comes through on it does come through on the camera screen as well, which is nice. Smell wise, now scent wise, they taste very I say they smell very similar to the knockoff product, although there is a slightly different scent to them. It's not necessarily more chocolatey. There is I would call it maybe a bready scent that the knockoffs didn't have at the time, which is interesting. So let's go for one of these in the unmilked state. Very similar in taste to the knockoff. You've got that odd, weird sort of chocolate-ish flavor. It doesn't really taste of chocolate at all. It's just that taste that has become popular as resembling chocolate flavor in cereals. But really, it doesn't really taste of chocolate, no. It is nice and crunchy though, and the only thing that matters is that the milk afterwards tastes of cocoa, right? So let's take said milk, pour it in, and see how it tastes when it's properly prepared. Do you put your cereals in first and then the milk, or the other way around? I always put my cereal in first, or the muesli in first, and then top it off with the milk afterwards. Otherwise it's just weird. Nice and crunchy. The milk is getting brown very quickly, which is nice. The camera is indicating a low battery, but we'll power through this particular one right here for the moment. Flavor-wise, not much has changed. With the added milk, it does taste better. It has got that crunch and also that cool fluidity of that milk. Overall, a nice experience in my mouth, I've got to say. And now that that the entire thing is not as powdery in your mouth, it also tastes better. The flavor itself of this little poppy thing here is the same, of course, but the milk itself adds a certain layer of flavor to this that makes it a lot more enjoyable. I've heard some people eat stuff like this with water. I can't imagine eating stuff like this with water at all. I've never tried it, and something inside of me says that it's just wrong in a way, so I don't know if I should try it at all. Anyway, I'm going to finish this off and I'll be back with you in just a second. Alright, I performed a tactical battery swap and I'm also finished with this half portion size of the Nesquik cereal. To me it is a bit of a miracle how this gets a Nutri-Score of A, which is supposed to be healthy, I guess. It doesn't look particularly healthy, it doesn't taste very healthy. It tastes alright though. The milk itself tastes nice, semi-passable like cocoa drink, which is good. The little like cocoa balls themselves are okay, not great, not bad. And what I do have to say is that they are, while they do taste maybe a little bit better, a little bit less weird than the knockoff products, I wouldn't really go for a premium price of this one in comparison to the knockoff products, because they don't taste bad enough in comparison to this one. I guess I'm gonna clean up the bowl now, and we're going to continue with the Lion Caramel and Cocoa cereals. I'll see you in a sec. The bowl is clean, hopefully, so we are ready to try out the Lion cereals now, I guess. Open up the packaging, take a look at them. Okay, they look very, very similar to the knockoff of themselves. That's interesting. Color-wise, they look like the exact same like the Aldi version. Or maybe little version, I'm not quite sure about that actually. Pull out a bit here like this. I have to say that maybe the lighter little cereal pieces, they are lighter, they are not as orange, as caramelly looking as the knockoff ones, but that was like more than half a decade ago. Maybe those have changed as well. And I think the darker brown ones, those are the same color. Looks alright, they are quite a bit thinner than I thought they would be. When you look at the packaging, they look more, I don't know, more, okay, this one looks flat, but most of them I think look a bit more, you know, like they have a bit more volume than just this. Those here look quite flat, I think. Scent-wise, they smell quite a bit better than the knockoff product. There is a certain caramelly scent to them. A chocolate, like they say here, chocolate cereals, right? Chocolate scent, I cannot really detect that one. Okay, let's go for one of these, what are supposed to be, I guess, the caramelly cereal thingies. Consistency-wise, they are somewhere in between these Choco Balls, right here, the Nesquik ones, and oddly enough, popcorn, somewhere in between that. Interesting. Flavor-wise, they just taste like sweet cereal mess. Not too caramelly at this point. And the chocolate one is just a watered down version of those Nesquik ones almost. Tastes a bit sweeter in a way. Not as much of cocoa at all, no. It doesn't taste bad though. So let's pour some milk over this and see how it is fully prepared. That should be enough for now. Okay, first spoonful, go ahead. Consistency wise, I do prefer this over the Nesquik one. because it does feel like you are tasting, or not you're tasting, you're chewing on a lot less air. Those Nesquik balls, they're quite airy. These ones right here, not as much. That's really nice. I think the knockoff ones that I had, they were more airy as well. So these ones right here have the upper hand in that regard. Flavor-wise, I don't really know where this sits. Now, as of right now, this doesn't taste of chocolate at all. Like, there's a sort of caramelly flavor to it, but it's not too present. It's not as strong as I expected it to be, and it doesn't taste of much as caramel as it does smell of caramel, which is not necessarily the greatest thing. It also appears to wetten quite quickly. The spoonful that I had right now, that was a lot more moist than I expected it to be at this point in time. So consistency-wise, though, still it's fine. Flavor-wise, it doesn't really taste of all that much. It doesn't taste of chocolate at all. This entire preparation, maybe a bit of caramel. The scent is good, slightly caramelly scent to it, but the chocolate scent isn't really there either, I guess. So yeah, it's fine, but not as good as I expected it to be. I'm going to sip on that milk, I guess. Let's go for a bit of a taste test on that one as well. Yeah, the milk is quite sweet. It does remind me more of Kellogg's Frosted Flakes than of anything else. But yeah, like a mild version of Kellogg's Frosted Flakes. That's what the milk tastes of. It doesn't taste really of too much caramel, and certainly not of too much cocoa flavor, no. It tastes alright, but not as, like I said, not as good as I thought it would be. Anyway, I'm going to finish this off and we'll continue with the next one. Okay, the bowl has been cleaned once again, like I said, hopefully. And we are back with the Cini Minis now. So, yeah, they've got swirls, like the Aldi and Lidl knockoff version just have like vertical stripes, and they're not as evenly swirled like these ones in the stripes either, so they look a bit cheaper, I guess. But then again, I don't even know if I've ever seen Cini Minis for real, like the actual swirl of them. Maybe I've only seen them on images and in TV commercials. And from what I can see here, I have to say that I'm hugely disappointed. Now let's open up these things. Take a look at one or two of them in detail. So we have a swirl here, okay? Do you see the swirl? Here we have half a swirl. You can barely make it out. The other side is blank. You've got vertical stripes from what I assume to be some sort of press or some sort of roll that a mass is being rolled under and dried afterwards. Now, this looks nothing like it does on the packaging. It's not even a square. It's a rectangle, a warped rectangle. Oh my god, this is more disappointing than I thought it would be. I mean, we've got, okay, this one has got a swirl. Can you even see the swirl? Can you see that one? Slightly offset to the right, and you've got a huge bubble there left to the center of it. Oh my lord. Okay, this is not as swirly as I thought that it would be. They look a lot more like the knockoff than I expected. Like the knockoffs, they don't have these swirls at all, so you don't even expect it. But here you kind of want the swirl, right? The swirl is not here. I can barely make out the swirl. The swirl is absent. Okay, what I can say though, on my fingers, the sugar is finer, I think. It's somewhere in between regular, like ground sugar, and sugar dust. Somewhere in between that. When you rub this little Cini Mini between your hands, it does feel differently. On the knockoffs, there is this sort of like brown cinnamon flavored mass that sits in these grooves that we have here, just in thicker ones, and it's sort of oddly shaped. On here, it's really not that. What I have to say is that scent-wise, this smells a lot more like your your average cinnamon that you would use to spice stuff with. The knockoff ones do, they do smell a bit more artificially, I've got to say. So let's see what this tastes of. Okay, it is more crunchy, a lot drier than the knockoff. It's funny that I compare everything to knockoffs. I just live off of knockoff products and pizza that I make myself. I mean, I'm studying biology, right? I've not set my sails for the high life, let's say it like that. No, the crunchiness is fine. The scent is fine. The flavor, I would expect more cinnamon flavor in here. Yeah, that's kind of disappointing. The knockoffs do have a lot more of that softer, like wetter cinnamon flavored mass, and they taste more like cinnamon as well. Okay, let's get some more. I wanted to say let's get some water on that. No, let's get some milk on that. Let's not be an absolute madman. And let's go for a spoonful. With the milk, you lose a lot of that flavor actually. It seems to be almost washed away in a sense. The knockoff tastes a lot more of cinnamon with the milk as well. Here you are basically left with one of these like rectangular shaped cereal pads, and because all of that flavor on there, the sugar and this cinnamon stuff seems to wash off quite quickly, you're left with just almost blank tasting cereal mat, I guess. Cereal piece, let's say it like that. No, this is a bit of a disappointment. I have to say that the cinnamon flavor itself, when you actually do taste it properly, does taste more natural, but I expected a lot more cinnamon flavor in here, that's for sure. And they are a lot more airy than the knockoffs are as well, which is weird. I thought that they would be a lot better than the Aldi knockoff, but they're not. They're really not. The flavor seems to be washed away quite quickly, and then you're left with just this cereal thing right here, which is sort of sweet. So yeah, when the cinnamon flavor is there, it's good, but it's barely there. I mean, of course, you do taste cinnamon flavored mass that you have in your mouth, of course, but it's nowhere near the amount of flavor that there actually should be. And still, this is like the worst of the Nutri-scores with a D here. I don't know. I'll finish this off now and I'll be back with you in a sec. Okay, not all is bad with the Cini Minis. The milk that they flavored, that was tasting alright. But I still have to say that these are from this mix of 3 different cereals. These are the biggest disappointment. The other ones have been okay, but these ones right here, I was looking forward to them the most, and they just let me down. So yeah, this is where I have to leave this on. Anyway, I'm not gonna rate these with the review sheet now. I just say the Nesquik ones were okay, but you can go for the knockoffs, that's, you know, fine. The Lion cereals, they were okay as well, although they didn't really taste of caramel or cocoa in a way that would make you really want to get the brand product, I assume. And the Cini Minis, they just go for the knockoff. I mean, when you're living in Germany and you have these, like, I don't know what they're called, maybe Cimtinis, something like that, from Aldi or Lidl, give them a go and see what they are like, because the ones that I have in my memory from way back when were a lot nicer in flavor than these are right here, which is surprising. I really did not expect that, and I'm glad that I bought a little like mix of these, other than buying an entire big box of the Cini Minis to just find out that they are really not that great at all. Anyway, if you've got a question or a video suggestion, leave it in the comment section down below. And if you want to see more videos just like this one, feel free to subscribe. In any case, thank you very much for watching, and I hope I'm going to see you soon. Until then, bye bye.